By implementing the combined agrivoltaics and pumped hydro storage system, Mazatlán could eliminate approximately 292,500 metric tons of CO2 emissions annually after accounting for construction emissions. Over the system's lifetime, this would prevent 25.3 million metric tons of CO2 from entering the atmosphere, significantly reducing pollution and contributing to climate change mitigation. This plan not only provides clean energy but also supports sustainable agriculture and water management, making it a holistic solution for Mazatlán's energy and environmental needs.
Oh, welcome to another video. In today's video, I am using AI and some knowledge I have to design, at least outline the design of a solar system that uses pumped hydro in Mazatlán. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. And since people typically only watch my videos for like 2 minutes, let me get what I feel is the most important bit of information out right here at the start. So, since Mazatlán is basically a clean slate as far as solar is concerned, the legislature could make one rule that would really benefit the long-term viability of the solar project. Okay, so what is that? It would be just a rule saying that the solar panels have to be mounted high enough off the ground to where whatever was going on underneath them can continue to go on. And most specifically is photovoltaic agriculture. Okay, so that is farming under solar panels. And when you look at the results that happens, especially in a place like Mazatlan that gets a lot of sun, right? You put up shade to a certain degree, so you get a little less density on your solar panels. But like as an example, they grew potatoes and got 120% of their harvest once the solar panels were providing some shade. Okay, so it'll enable farmland to continue to produce, and in some cases will make the farmland even more productive, okay? And that's opposed to like just ruining farmland and ruining areas just by putting the solar on the ground, right? So just that one simple rule that says put your solar up and don't, it might have to change what goes on a little bit underneath, right? But it can't just be solar on the ground, right? That's such a waste of everything, okay? And then, or now, we're going to jump into this thing. Okay, so when we look in here at Mazatlan, right? You go up into the hills and you see these lakes. I mean, they're pretty substantial lakes and they're really not that far away, okay? And here is where Mazatlan's power station is like right here. So then look at where the lake is in reference, super close. Now, I was looking around looking for solar arrays, and the biggest solar array I found was actually the Home Depot parking lot. So there's a Home Depot that is right here, and boom, there is what I've been able to find. I mean, I haven't gone, but I think that's the biggest single solar collection in this whole area, right? So now, up here in the hills or whatever, I saw some very, very random things, right? There's these huge parking lots. Like this parking lot here. Look at that thing, it's huge. Now, I don't know the backstory why there's a ton of cars parked right there, but here's a point that I'm trying to make as well. Like this area would probably be ideal for solar panels, and it's already doing all this with these cars, right? But now you just go in there, put solar panels above, okay, and you're probably even gonna, the shade above those cars is, if you're going over a lot like that, you can have a different density than you have on farmland, okay? And these open lots that are just, there's just cars parked out there. I mean, that's just like a natural place to go. But the key is putting them up so you can still put the cars there, right? Because I mean, if you just go in there and you just put solar panels on the ground, where are all the cars going to go, right? So there's tons of area for the solar panels, like this whole entire spit here. Now, honestly, I don't have engineering numbers on, if the storms, and that would be a bad idea to put solar panels right there. But, there's farms like all around here. There's tons and tons and tons and tons of farms, right? At least areas that look like they're being farmed from the satellite views, right? So I don't think there's going to problem. And here's another place for solar panels, right? And this is probably an area, there's pros and cons. But if you take and you put this whole amazing system that gets this power plant, and there's another power plant here in Centra, I think, as well, and you're able to get those things offline, right? Like, the pollution's pretty bad, and that would help the pollution factor. Then with that kind of infrastructure into electricity, you could start getting more EVs going on, get all the taxis converted over to electric. All those old taxis, have those converted over to electric, which would be cool. And put solar panels right on top of the taxis as well. But, so the point I'm trying to make here is you're going to have this huge solar system. And if you can't see it, or, are aware of the situation, maybe you fly in, you see it or something like that. But making an array or a series of arrays visible to the public and providing shade at the same time just puts that whole solar mentality, and here I'll cut in a picture here of one of the first arrays that I ever really had a lot of time to really see a bunch, right? And it was like, wow, that's really cool. It's curved and stuff. So it just really opened my mind to the possibilities of solar, right? So now where this solar should go is down this entire boardwalk they have. They have a boardwalk that goes basically from here all the way to here. And there's a path, and it would just be amazing if there was solar panels down that. I mean, there would be voids because every year they put in their carnival statues, right? So, there would have to be, couldn't just have a solid, array of solar panels. It'd have to be chunked out. But that would bring a lot of power down to an area that seems to have very low power, like all the little restaurants, they get deliveries of ice, right? Because they don't have I'm guessing they don't have the power for refrigeration. So it would, provide more power. You could put EV plug-ins for the taxis in combination with that. So, working all that stuff in together, getting that infrastructure has to go in somewhere, right? So if you just ran that down the Broadway, it would not only provide shade, everybody would be like, oh, cool, solar. Meanwhile, it's just a small percentage of what's going on to really do all the work, but it's in everybody's mind, right? And I think that's important. It's kind of yeah, look at this. It's freaking cool and it works, and this is how we're doing things, right? Of course, this is my opinion. All right. So now,
combining photovoltaic, PV agriculture, agrivoltaics with pumped hydro storage creates a highly efficient and sustainable energy system. Here's how the two can work together to power Mazatlán. System overview. Step 1. Calculate PV requirements from the previous calculation. Mazatlán's annual energy demand, 750 GWh year. Energy generation per hectare of agrivoltaics, 2.0075 GWh year, adjusted for crop spacing. Farmland required for PV, 374 hectares. Step 2. Calculate pumped hydro storage requirements from the pumped hydro analysis. Combine potential volume of Presa Picachos and Presa El Salto, 1,492 million cubic meters M&M3. Energy storage potential, 406 GDWH, assuming 100 meters of head height. Step 3. Match PV generation with pumped hydro storage. Daily energy generation from PV. Total farmland, 374 hectares. Daily energy generation per hectare, 1.1 kWh/MN1, equal to 11,000 kWh, or 11 MOH/day. Total daily generation, 374 hectares, 11 MOH/day equal to 4,114 MOH/day, or 4.114 GWh. Energy storage needs. Mazatlan's daily energy demand, 750 GWh year 365 days equal to 2.05 GWh/day. Excess energy available for storage, 4.114 GWh. Day generation, 2.05 GWh. Demand, equal to 2.064 GWh day. Pumped hydro capacity. The pumped hydro system can store 406 GWh in total. Daily excess energy, 2.064 GWh, can be stored in the pumped hydro system, with ample capacity for long-term storage. This combined system would provide a sustainable, reliable, and efficient energy solution for Mazatlán, leveraging both solar energy and pumped hydro storage. To estimate the pollution removed by powering all taxis in Mazatlán with solar energy, we need to compare the emissions from the current fossil fuel-powered taxis to the emissions from solar-powered electric taxis. Here's the step-by-step calculation. Step 1. Estimate emissions from current fossil fuel taxis. Assume the taxis are powered by gasoline. The key metrics are daily emissions per taxi. Fuel consumption per day equal to 100 kilometers. Dayton K emission, liter equal toten liters day. CO2 emissions per day equal toten liters. D.31 kilograms CO2, liter equal 23.1 kilograms CO2. Annual emissions per taxi. Annual CO2 emissions per taxi equal to 23.1 kilograms CO2. Annual emissions, year equal to emissions per taxi.
Conclusion. By powering all 500 taxis in Mazatlán with solar energy, annual pollution removed, approximately 3,669 metric tons of CO. Lifetime pollution removed, approximately 91,721 metric tons of CO. This plan would significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions, improve air quality, and contribute to a more sustainable transportation system in Mazatlán.
By implementing the combined agrivoltaics and pumped hydro storage system, Mazatlán could eliminate approximately 292,500 metric tons of CO2 emissions annually after accounting for construction emissions. Over the system's lifetime, this would prevent 25.3 million metric tons of CO2 from entering the atmosphere, significantly reducing pollution and contributing to climate change mitigation. This plan not only provides clean energy but also supports sustainable agriculture and water management, making it a holistic solution for Mazatlán's energy and environmental needs.